Up with y'all. So Saturday, story time for Saturday. I'm gonna talk about the late legend, my mom's, hold on, let me show you a picture of her because we kept, you see, we keep this for her. Let me zoom in for you. So this is my mother right here. All right, I'm gonna keep a picture on her for a while. So my mother's taught me a lot in life. She passed this year on 8th of August would be 2 years on my brother's birthday. You feel me? And we actually lost 15 people that year, and then I lost 15 people the next year. So that's 30 people in 2 years. But because of my discipline and my direction, and me knowing how to have structure, have being organized, and knowing how to stay grounded when the devil knock on my door is the reason why I'm still standing. Like on somebody's worst day, I live like somebody on their greatest because, everybody wants to stay above water. You feel me? And people who can swim love to watch you drown. But when you're taught righteously to be strong, you know what I'm saying, and to hold your area, to stay grounded, you'll make it through anything. Because what I'm saying, God gives the hardest battle to the strongest soldiers, and He'll never give us nothing we can't handle anyway. You know what I'm saying? So my mother, she was amazing. Her birthday was just on the 4th of June. So she celebrates 2 times, on the 3rd and the 4th, because her birthday is actually one day, and on the papers they wrote it the other. So she had 2 birthdays. You know what I'm saying? So it is amazing because that's funny. No one can really have that story to tell. You feel me? So yeah, my mom, she was everything. And I remember days when I'll be on a block long. Like I'll be outside, and what I do is a lot of days when you don't see me posting up videos is usually because I'll be outside and I do a lot of motivational speaking in the community, and I do a lot of exposing of secret society things. I talk about a lot of demonic things in the world, a lot of satanic things that goes on in the world, including in my life. I also go out and I show them who I am. I show them all the bad things, like the Drake song, God's Plan. I show them all the bad things they wish in me. They wish from Northside and still. I Saeed from Brookside, like the chocolate commercial. That's me. That's where I'm actually from, uptown New York. You feel me? And I went through some hella things in my life. You feel me? And I really give back to the community every which way I can. Like, you feel me? I really go out there. I get my philosophy on. I show them what it's serious. I really go in. It's not many people who will stop out of their day and to do that for their people because, people don't really care. You know what I mean? They're usually too busy entertaining their problems, too exhausted. There's always an excuse why somebody won't show up and show out for you. Why the people will say they're men, but won't show you what a definition of a man is. I never had a problem with that. So this is what I do. So a lot of times when you don't see me post, or days or 2 or 3 days, it's because I got a lot of other things going on in my life, but I'm working on consistency. You feel me? Because consistency is everything. I love to stay organized. It's just that God had me doing God plans other places, with a purpose to prosper, great progress, But right now we're going to get it. So I might come home a day from dealing with all of that, you know what I mean? Exhausted, not tired, exhausted. And I'll be like, oh, Ma, this is before she passed. Because like I said, 2 years will be on my brother's birthday, 8th of August. You know what I'm saying? Please tell me I got some leftovers in the food because I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted. I can't even make it up the stairs to cook something if I wanted to. And my mother, she's so amazing because she has shown me, oh, you can't, right? Can is never supposed to be in the man's vocabulary. You can't be a man if every time someone needs you to stand up and you want to be the leader and they're supposed to follow your command, you telling people you can't. That don't sound like a man, right? No, that sound like a weak one. That you ain't a man. You have to control people and demand, but you can't lead and just people with you to follow your command. So she'll tell me, all right, here, this is what we're going to do, pillage potatoes. And I look like, did she just not hear me say I'm exhausted and I'm hoping they got leftovers? Because all I could really do is just lay down in bed, but I haven't ate nothing all day. Like if I fast all day, I got it from real early to real late. I was out there minding my paper. And if you don't know what that means, BKA2, BKA just means better known as. You know how people say also known as? I say BKA. That's something we was doing when we was in 7th grade. Shout out to my boy Steve and the homies, celebrity thugs. That's what they used to say. Better known as. You feel me? And I would be like, better known as BKA. And minding my paper is the same as money on my mind. It's just that I'm saying, instead of saying money on my mind, I'm saying I'm minding my paper. I'm focused on my dope ass future. I'm preparing for my dope ass future. I'm staying in tune with where I need to be, focusing on getting this money. You feel me? I'm not chasing nobody. I'm not entertaining negativity. I'm minding my paper. So when somebody asks you, oh bro, where you been? I've been minding my paper, bro. It's like, oh, okay, that's dope. It's like, you feel me? I've been hustling. I've been punching the clock. I've been working. But for me, I just say mind my paper. And it's the dopest thing because most people don't say that. They say what everybody else say. I've never been a dummy in my life, and this is for learning purposes only. I never followed what everybody did. I was always my own trendsetter. I always was a leader. I led everywhere I went, from fashion to being the #1 dominant person on the team, to showing people how to stand for other people, for having passion for other people, for showing people how to be strong, for showing people how to take no ish. I was always that guy. You know what I mean? Everything I did. You feel me? Being respectful, showing people discipline, showing how to be grounded. I was dominant. You know what I'm saying? That's why they call me dominant. You know what I mean? Because I always was dominant at everything I did. Not competing with nobody, not trying to challenge you to a doom, but me being a better me, I always did that. So you feel me? I mind my paper. You feel me? So when it go to things like this, people will laugh because it's dope. And especially when you never used to hearing that. You just keep hearing everybody saying the same thing. Hustle, hustle, hustle in the house. You know what I mean? Something the same old story. Well, me, when it comes to me, it's something interesting. You know what I'm saying? And it's also mysterious because I'm very unpredictable. So you'll never know what's coming next. You won't. So it's like when people hear your story and they can relate to it and they got some truth to it, people want to sit down and actually listen to what you got to say, because out of everybody else who keeps saying the same old nothing, you're moving me. This is intriguing for me. I could definitely sit here. I got time to be available. You know what I'm saying? Give you my access, treat you like a valuable asset, and listen to what you got to say, because you got a voice to be heard and I want to hear it. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's the same way I told my mother I love the music she make, because her heart is my favorite song. It's always going to be number one. You feel me? I could date thousands and millions of other girls, but I'm only going to have one home, one mother. So y'all don't never get tricked out of the position and put somebody before us. When it's us, it's always us. No one comes before this. You don't choose a side. Just stay righteous and get up with it. So my mom would tell me to peel the potatoes, like I said. And I'm just looking like my mom bugging out. Like, I know she's not serious. She just heard me say I'm exhausted. Like, my bone gristle was weak, but my hand I can't make a straight hand. It's dropping. Like, I'm exhausted. You feel me? God telling me to be still. She'd tell me to peel the potatoes. I'll peel the potatoes. Next thing you know got to know everything when you're peeling potatoes. Sometimes it goes everywhere on the floor, go this way, that way. The table's everywhere. So you got to, after you cut them all up, chop up the potatoes, you got to clean up all that mess too. Put them in the water, cook that. Then she might tell me to put on some cabbage. I'm cutting up the cabbage, doing that too. Then I'm cooking the cabbage. Yeah, she got me hustling, you know what I mean, minding my paper. I'm hustling my muscle. You know what I'm saying? As OMG, you know, as G.I. Joe would say from the 6-0. Shout out to them on my grind. And then next thing you know, I cooked the whole meal. Then I got to make the plates. Yeah, it's that real. When you a man, you're not a man if you can't provide. And that's what my mother was teaching me. Common sense, bro. And then it was like, after that, I had to clean up after everybody ate, wash all the dishes. Then after the dishes was dry, I had to put them all away. So I went back to work after being at work all day exhausted. But what she was trying to show me is never say what you can and can't do. And you won't never know until you put your mind to it. The only thing you got to remember is when you're doing overnights is just don't overwork your body. Because you keep working until God tells you to be still, and you be still. So understand, this is for story time for Saturday. All right, so y'all stay tuned and follow for more. Up with it. Let's get it. To the next episode, Aces. All right, I want y'all to stay ready and prepared for more of this greatness. So like I said, stay tuned in and follow for more, because we coming. Let's get it, big bullies. Let's go.